Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shri Gangai Nathay Namah. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada Gurudev. Let's start our session. Today's session, we are reading out Gurudev's book, Religious Revolution in the World. Today, as we start with basic introduction of Siddha Yoga, and then we start reading the book. If there is something important and needs some description or explanation, then we do that explanation. Otherwise, it is very good book, and Gurudev has given very detailed information about everything. So once you go through all the sessions, you will have absolutely basic knowledge of Guru Siyag Siddha Yoga, how Kundalini works, what is the impact and everything. Today we are going to start very important part of this book, which actually contains the introductory part of Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs of Patanjali Yoga. So we will start with that basic information. It is not explained, but very basic, which we need to know while we are going through Siddha Yoga. Okay. So basically, if you are new and watching this session first time, then understand this. I am talking about Guru Siyag Siddha Yoga, which is um, meditation based Siddha Yoga. Siddha Yoga means empowered yoga. It is different from other simple yoga, which generally is done with instructor or teacher sitting in front of you or outside and instructs you to do some postures to keep you healthy physically. But Siddha Yoga is something which is done totally by the Guru internally. The Guru, the real Guru sits inside you and he makes you to do all of things. So the real Guru is not a body, he is an element which we discussed earlier. That is why if he is the real Guru, he is inside you and you are inside him. Alright. In Guru Siyak Siddha Yoga, Gurudev initiates his disciples with the Sanjeevani mantra. You can search the Sanjeevani mantra, Guru Siyak Sanjeevani mantra on internet. You find that mantra. It is 3 word mantra which we will play in the end of this video. Once you hear that Sanjeevani mantra and you sit for the meditation in front of Gurudev's picture. Now points come in my mind that why should I sit in front of a human? Why should I meditate on human? That is we have already discussed in very detail in one of the session. Why should I meditate on a human picture? You can search with this particular heading that particular video. I think fourth session or fifth session, very detailed video. And if you have any confusion about who is Guru, why should I meditate a human, your doubt will be clear. So when you receive this meditation video of Gurudev Sanjeevani mantra, take out a printout of Gurudev Ramlal ji Siyag picture from the internet along with his Gurudev Baba Shri Gangai ji. Sit in front of the picture, make a prayer first time. Gurudev, I'm suffering from this particular problem. This is my physical, mental, or spiritual, any disease you have, you are going through. Just make a prayer and resolve to Gurudev that I surrender to you with my full knowledge. Please take me under your guidance and please make me walk on the path of spirituality. So bow down to Gurudev with full surrender and start chanting the Sanjeevani mantra without moving your lips and tongue. What you need to do in Siddha Yoga, 3 basic things. First, the Sanjeevani mantra you get, you need to chant that mantra as much as possible all the time in every activity you do in the entire day. Whatever you do, you can chant that mantra without moving your lips and tongue. This is first thing. Second thing is 2 times meditation, and always ask for the 15 minutes of meditation. When you sit for the meditation, sit in the morning and in the evening, preferably empty stomach. Okay, close your eyes, sit for the meditation. What will happen in the meditation? You might undergo some kriyas, because when you meditate on Gurudev's picture, when you take initiation for the Gurudev, Kundalini, the dormant power, it awakens up. When it awakens up, it starts ascending upwards through the six chakras, energy sources, subtle sources. So when it passes through those sources, energy sources, it makes you do kriyas or yoga, any kind of kriya. You may not be familiar with the postures or kriyas which are happening during the meditation. So you might think, what is happening with me? My body is feeling a jerk, or my body is moving clockwise, anti-clockwise. My neck is moving. Any kind of kriya, maybe headstand. You go under, go with. You may have, you know, headstand during your meditation. So you should not worry about any kind of typical or orthodox kriya you undergo when you doing the meditation. You must surrender, sit comfortably, calm, with calm mind. After 15 minutes, any kriya you are going through will stop. Okay, you will become normal. So what happens now? What are the main things? First, chant the mantra all time possible, and two times meditation, 15 minutes, evening and morning, empty stomach. Kriya, any kriya happens, need not to worry about it, it will stop. Third thing, you must have full faith in Gurudev, that he is the true master and can lead my way to the spirituality or to the salvation. These three things you must have in your mind when you sit for Guru Siyag Siddha. Generally, people ask, how long do we need to chant the mantra? Lifetime. So Gurudev says 15-20 days with full devotion, as much as possible you chant the mantra. After that, you will have involuntary chant inside. You will start involuntary automatic chant. You can say chant. The mantra will be on auto mode. That means involuntary chanting. Like we breathe all the time. If we are sleeping, we are not aware of our breathing. So many involuntary exercise or kriyas happen with us, which we are not supposed to do with the force or with our attention. Similarly, once you do the mental chanting of Guru Siyag Sanjeevani mantra, after 15-20 days, it sets as a involuntary jap within you. That is called ajapa jap. It will go on for your entire life. Okay, even when the chant is continuous and involuntary, you should chant the mantra. Okay, but you should not worry about that. Oh, okay, I'm not chanting, I forgot. So you need not to worry, because something is going inside you and it will keep chanting. But you still should try from your side to chant the mantra. After some time, you start hearing a anhatnad, internal sound. That's the repetition which is going on. Involuntary repetition is the next step, is internal sound. You will start hearing a sound from your 1 or 2 ears. That is called internal sound. After that, you need to follow that sound while doing the meditation. You need to follow that internal sound. Ajapa jap, involuntary mental chanting will keep continue, but the nad is a different thing. Another nad, internal sound, is a different thing. So when you sit for the meditation, you just need to pay attention to your internal sound. The progress of the meditation, your journey will speed up. Okay, so during night, or as at times when you are free, you are not occupied with any mechanical work, you have leisure time, then you can sit and listen to the Nam. If you are doing some activity which need your attention, you must do the mental chant, must do the mental chanting of the mantra. All right, now there will be, detailed sessions on how should I pay attention to the internal sound, what are the changes in the meditation in the life when we pay attention to the nad, anat nad. There are different separate videos which is uploaded on the spiritual institute, this channel. There are two channels, one which where this session happens live, our journey with Shri Gurudev, and this program will be uploaded on the another channel which is called Spiritual Knowledge Institute. In Spiritual Knowledge Institute, there are some English sessions I have done, and there 5 sessions I have done separately on the internal sound. So you can pay attention to those if you have at a position where you are hearing the internal sound. Okay, now let's start our, and why Gurudev is so have so much potent, or so much potential he has, why he is a capable guru, why the Sanjeevani mantra is potent. Then we need to know about Guru Siyag, he has two siddhis during his lifetime. One is in 1969, Nirakar Siddhi, Nirgun Nirakar Siddhi, and second was in 1984, Krishna Siddhi. So ether and matter, these two siddhis Gurudev has. Nirakar Gayatri Siddhi and Krishna Siddhi 84. Sakar and Nirakar. Nirgun Nirakar Siddhi and Sagun Sakar. The complete, okay? The Purna, the complete yoga, the complete man. In the process of evolution, the man starts from one point and evolution theory goes on. And at a point when it completes, the human becomes complete, it becomes God. He himself realizes he is God. So Gurudev has attained two siddhis which make him complete in the evolution process. He's a complete evolution, development, or the progress of the human being. He is Krishna because only Krishna is complete, Purna. So he is equal to the Krishna. That is why he anybody who comes in contact with Gurudev, his transformation starts. There are many yogis, saints which have gone through this evolution process and have realized themselves, and they are complete, but they were not able to initiate others into the same transformation. Few were really capable, but they were capable only for those disciples those comes in contact with them. But with Gurudev, what is happening? He got two siddhis. Because of that, anybody sitting any place of the world, if he gets in touch with Gurudev through his Sanjeevani mantra, his transformation starts towards completeness. So Gurudev's transformation can be transferred into you, and you can also be transformed into the complete man or the complete evolution last process into the Krishna. Your transformation into the Krishna is initiated when you get in touch with Gurudev. This is why Gurudev is very capable, and he has, we call him Samartha Gurudev. His capability is that he can transform every person, human being on this planet. Before, no matter how many saints come, but they were not able to do it with the entire world, entire human race. So this is the first time Gurudev says this science was not in front of the people, but with me, as I have attained something, I can transform you also if you come in contact with me. So this is the first time ever happened in the whole process of evolution of human history. That is why Guru Ramlal ji Siyag is one and only, unique. Okay. Now let's start. Our next topic today is impact of Kundalini awakening. All right, I'll read it out. If there is something I need to pay attention, I'll do that. To an untrained or uninitiated observer, these may look bizarre or even alarming, but they are neither abnormal nor do they cause any bodily harm. When Kundalini awakens in you, when you do the meditation, the kriyas happen. So we are talking about those kriyas. Kundalini, being an all knowing energy force, is aware of which body part or organ is in acute need of healing or cleansing. So, the Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his need needs. With this cleansing, the practitioner is cured of all kind of chronic and even terminal diseases such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc. The genetic disorders like hemophilia, mental affliction too are completely cured, and stress is completely relieved. Also, the piercing of different consciousness centers equip the practitioner with siddhis, powers, such as increased intuition, the ability to see unlimited past and future, and perceive the existence of worlds beyond the physical one that we live in. When the Kundalini reaches Sahasrara, the practitioner's spiritual journey is complete, as it is here that he realizes his true self. This realization releases him from the bondages of karmas. which is the root cause of all human miseries. It is also here that the seeker realizes that he is himself the Brahman, the eternal supramental consciousness, the state which also known as moksha. I'm just reading it out, but it is very much important information I'm giving you. So please pay full attention to it, whoever comes across this video today, day after, or after many years. If you are watching this video, then please pay attention to all the videos we have done so far. What are the gunas and their effects? Now comes the very important thing. Very important thing. What are the gunas and their effects? The Vedic scripture acknowledge the interplay of Brahman, the formless, limitless, eternal, and never changing supramental consciousness on one hand, and its manifestation as the consciousness in the ever changing material world. The consciousness in the material world, which impacts all animate and inanimate objects, is made up of a combination of three gunas, qualities: sattva, lighted, pure, intelligent, and positive; rajas, passionate and energetic; and tamas, negative, dark, dull, and inert. Sattva is the force of equilibrium. Sattva translates the quality of as goodness and harmony, and happiness and light. Rajas is a force of nisus. Rajas translate in quality as struggle and effort, passion and action. Tamas is the force of unconsciousness and inertia. Tamas translates it in quality as obscurity, incapacity, and inaction. All humans possess three gunas. However, no existence is cast in the single mold of any of these three modes of the cosmic force. All the three qualities are present in everyone and everywhere, which is a constant combining and separating of the shifting relations of these qualities. They constantly struggle to influence or dominate each other. This is the reason why no person is constantly good or bad, intelligent or dull, active or lethargic. When sattvic quality is dominant in a person, it propels him towards seeking greater consciousness so that he could free himself from karmic bondage and return to the supramental consciousness to which he originally belongs. Domination by either Rajasic or Tamasic qualities lead the person onto an unending cycle of pleasure and pain and life and death. The practice of Siddha Yoga leads to the ascent of sattvic qualities and eventual progress to moksha, the final spiritual liberation. Now comes the what are the vrittis? Vrittis. Vrittis in Hindi, it is a Hindi word, vritti. Vritti means vrit, means circle. So when I'm pronouncing vrittis, you understand it as a cycle, something which is never ending process, something never ending process like day, night, day, night, night, day. So the seasons of the year, once after another, everything in this entire universe is in a moving in a circle, life death, similarly. So this is vrittis, means something which is into the process of repeating itself again and again. Each person has certain tendencies called vrittis that guide his overall behavior. Tendencies are in turn influenced by the three gunas of sattva, rajas, and tamas. Each of these gunas can be elevated or suppressed through the practice of yoga. According to the Gita and Yoga Sutra, Lord Krishna tells his chosen disciple Arjun in the epic Mahabharata that meditation can help the practitioner develop and strengthen sattvic or pure tendencies while suppressing rajasic and tamasic tendencies so that he or she can gain lasting health and true higher knowledge and self realization. In each person, one of these three traits dominates the other two, and the dominant guna or quality in turn influences the person's vrittis. The innermost subtle tendencies or the leanings that determine not only the person's overall mental makeup, outlook on life and actions, but also his dietary preferences or the choice of food and drinks he will consume. The Bhagavad Gita in chapter 17, stanza 8, 9, and 10 describes what type of food a person with each dominant quality, sattvic or rajasic or tamasic, will prefer to eat. The foods which promote life, vitality, strength, health, joy, and cheerfulness, which are sweet, soft, nourishing, and agreeable, are dear to the sattvic. The foods that are bitter, sour, saltish, very hot, pungent, harsh, and burning, producing pain, grief, and disease are liked by Rajasic. That which is spoiled, tasteless, putrid, stale, refuse, and unclean is the food dear to the Tamasic. These are the food selection by the person, though under particular effect of gunas. However, the 10th stanza in the 14th chapter of the Gita says that these tendencies can be positively influenced by invoking and chanting of the divine word or mantra given by a Siddha Guru or spiritual master. The regular chanting of a mantra subdues or suppresses the Rajasic and Tamasic qualities and elevates the Sattvic quality and eventually consolidates it permanently. The dominance of the sattvic quality in turn propels orientation of the person's inner tendencies toward positive, conscious, intelligent, and pure thinking and actions. So does his preferences of food and drinks. The overall result of this change is that whatever that is negative and determinantal to the person's physical and mental well-being and spiritual evolution leaves him of its own accord without the person's conscious efforts to make this happen. So what they are saying basically, we need not to give up the things will give you up when you will transform from one guna to the another. Thus, if the person is afflicted with addiction to drugs, alcohol, or smoking, the addiction will leave him like the false skin falling off a tree automatically. Or if he is attached to the kind of food that is harmful to his health, he will gradually develop a natural dislike for it and turn to the palate that is healthy because of the change in his inner qualities and tendencies brought on by the chanting of the mantra and meditation. According to the Vedic scripture, only a Siddha Guru, an empowered spiritual master with an altruistic, altruistic aim, can bring about a positive change in human gunas and vrittis by initiating a spiritual seeker into yoga. Since sattva is a force of equilibrium that ushers in true wisdom, its elevation on mass scale can transform the entire mankind by eliminating conflicts and discords and bind the whole humanity together with peace and harmony. This is the mission, spiritual transformation of mankind that Guru Siyag has undertaken by promoting the practice of Siddha Yoga. Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siyag, Guru Siyag has proclaimed, I have set out alone in the world to elevate the sattva guna in mankind and to destroy all its tamasic tendencies completely. No single nation, religion, race, or caste can claim a monopolistic right over me. Monopolistic right over me. This is very important. I just read it out. Maybe my uh, pronunciation may be not according to your country, but I have tried my best uh, with my level with my level best I have tried. So I hope I could give you some information about gunas vrittis. When you read Patanjali Ashtang Yoga, the eight limbs of yoga, you have very detailed information about the last paragraph I have read it out. We will do it in English, but we have lot of work before we reach there. Basic information. Now I am going to read very important part of this book, which is life sketch of our Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siyag. And actually it needs time. It is one, two, three, four, 5 pages, and we complete one page in one session in half an hour. It is already at 55, and uh, So I'll because we must start it. It's very important. Uh, from where I should start? Tomorrow, if we do it, hmm? Because I don't want to extend the time, because new people, they see the length of the session and they will avoid it. So let's, even small information if we can give out to the world, it is better than the longer session which connects less people. So tomorrow will be very important session, a life sketch of Guru Siyag, which we will start tomorrow. We'll give a small introduction, quickly introduction of Siddha, and in 20 minutes we will read out the sketch of Gurudev's. It is very important, the most important part of this book. Okay, so this is my most favorite part of Siddha, about Gurudev's life sketch, how his life changed, how he met Baba Gurudev, his Gurudev is very important, very interesting part of it. Strange events. Okay, tomorrow we will start. This is really, I'm really very excited. Goosebumps. I'm feeling goosebumps. I wanted to do it today, but somehow limit limit of time. Anyways, we'll do tomorrow. Now I'll make you listen Gurudev's divine mantra, which you need to chant. And this religious revolution in the world is a book which you can, if you are in India and you want this book, I have PDF of this. So I'll send a PDF across to you. You need to WhatsApp me at 877721139. This is my WhatsApp number. You can get in touch with me on WhatsApp. More detail is there, and also the PDF of this book. You will get it. So now we will listen the Sanjeevani mantra, because we have another session in Hindi. We do the session today's Hindi session on Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga.
What does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddha Yoga? Siddha Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity, or tingling. According to Siddha Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddha Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
Chant this mantra without moving your lips and tongue. So we will meet tomorrow at same time 8:30, and those who are watching it for Hindi session today is on the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. All right, we will meet tomorrow at 8:30. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada.